another modalities movement therapy session. This is week 52 of the series, and we are going to be focusing along the spiral line of the body. In the video, we're going to be using a peanut. If you don't have a peanut, then 2 tennis balls inside a sock, and just make sure the sock is securely fastened so they don't move. The other thing you're going to need is either a light weight bar or a broomstick. We're going to be focusing on releasing a lot of those spiral lines in the body with the broomstick. So this is a nice sequence to use to loosen up the body for golf, for anything that you're turning a lot and moving into those going into those rotational moves. Let's start off in standing. Bring one foot onto the bar, and I want you to slowly roll and release the sole of the foot. Release each line of the body apart from the arm lines. We know those start in the feet. Hug the stick with the toes. As you come back to the toes, hug them around, so really release and stretch the toes out. We want to focus on opening up between the joints, so we've got space to move into. Let's do the same thing to the other side. Take the other foot, nice and slowly massaging the sole of the foot. Release those toes. Slowly work through that release. You don't want to move too quickly. You want to think of hydrating and stretching that fascial tissue that surrounds those muscles. Now we're going to take the toes, and I want you to wrap them around the bar, and I want you to squeeze your glutes and nice and slowly lift and lower the heels. Hug the toes around the bar and just work up and down. Now keep moving forward, so inch your way forward and bring the arch of the foot onto the stick. As you slowly move towards the heel, you're going to find that's quite a sensitive area of the foot. Bring the heels right over the stick and slowly just walking the feet back and bringing the toes back onto the stick. Good, let's lift and lower one more time. Hug the bar with the toes. Lift and lower. Another 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And again, walking forward. Just keep focusing on your breathing, just to ease you into that release. And let's walk the feet back. And just taking the first foot that you started with, and I want you to keep the ball of the foot on the bar and just share it from side to side, rotating it. You can move it to the heel and back. Let's bring the other foot on and just release under the ball of the foot. Keep moving onto the heel and back towards the ball of the foot. Good, let's take a nice deep breath in and just roll down through the spine And I want you to take hold of the bar and just bounce yourself around from one side to the other. Relaxing your head. Don't look ahead of you. Look at your knees and stretch the back line of the body. Let's take a nice deep breath in and slowly uncurl. Good. You're going to take the feet apart, so give yourself a nice foundation. Don't lean too much into one side, and we're going to take a nice deep breath in. And I want you to bring the bar as far back as you can. If this is happening, then you're taking it too far. If that's as far as you can go, work to that range of movement, especially if you're taking any strain in the shoulders. Don't push it, just take it up and forward, breathing in as you go back. If that's as far as you can go, that's perfect. Take it further back if you can. Good. So as the shoulders start warming up, that range of movement will increase. Focus on your breathing as well. That will help create space that you can breathe into. Breathe in as we open up. Breathe out as you come back. Another 4. And release. And 3. And release. 2 more. And release. And the last one. Come back to the beginning. We're going to take the palms and face up. The next movement, we're going to focus on a shoulder rotation. So you want the bar to be able to move through that right hand, and the left hand is going to move into a rotation. So the shoulder is rotating forward, but here I want you to rotate and open up. So focus on that shoulder opening up and rotate again and extend. It's quite a tricky move. Work on it a bit again to increase that range of movement. So it's a really nice stretch and movement in the wrist. Let's keep going. And 3 and 2 and 1. Hold it there and hold it open. Hold it there and hold it open. Let's do the same to the other side. Usually one side a lot easier than the other side. Slowly with the movement, and again that range of movement should increase. Rotate and take it back. Rotate and take it back. Keep going. Oops. Keep going. Another 4 and 3. 2 more. And just hold it in that rotation. If you can really stretch into that bar, and then open up into the rotation, lengthen and extend, and let's do another 1 of each, and lengthen and extend. Good. From there we're going to bring the bar behind the neck, and I want you to turn your head to one side and back to the center, and massage right up and down the side of the neck, up and down. Work right into those occiput bones at the base of the skull. So right up to behind the earlobe. Just give it a nice release. Really massage into that area. Apply that nice deep pressure. It should feel nice. And what's nice about this is you can apply as much pressure as you like, as you feel you need. Keep the bar where it is, right at the base of the skull, so in line with just below the earlobes, and massage along that occiput ridge right at the base of the skull. Another 4 3, keep breathing, 2 more, and 1. Good. From there, we're going to take the bar, bring your arm behind you, palm facing up, and I want you to focus on the trapezius. So massaging into that shoulder, right where the neck meets the shoulder. So you can move up and down, forward and back, or from side to side. Just really getting into the trapezius. You can also move over the shoulder blade. So it's actually quite a nice release for that whole area there. Move forward and back and side to side. So that sharing motion is great to hydrate and stretch that fascial tissue, creating more movement into it. Let's do the same thing to the other side. So just a nice release into that shoulder. Move forward and back. Be careful you don't have a broomstick that will splinter. Move from side to side. Work right over the shoulder blade. So you can angle that bar and move right up and over that area. Forward and back, side to side. Let's go onto this position, palms facing up into this position, palms facing up, and I just want you to squeeze the shoulder blades together at the back and just pulse the arms up so you're really opening up across the chest. Keep going, another 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Now take the bar right underneath the armpits and I want you to massage from the shoulder blades down the side of the body, so over the rib cage, and you can almost push back into that stick and work right down over the waist into that lower back and down and over the glutes. Just give it a nice release there. Let's do the same to the other side, so you can work from the glutes up towards the rib cage. Move into the waist, right onto the side, and up and over the rib cage. So here a little bit more sensitive, so just lighten your pressure with the bar or the stick. Good. And let's bring the bar under the shoulder blades again. You can wrap your elbows over the bar and let's rotate. So try, keep that hip there. Don't let it rock forward and the knee go. Push that hip back. So you're giving a little bit of resistance and getting more of a stretch into that side. Bounce there. Let's bounce to the other side. We're breathing in and breathing out. Relax the shoulders. Breathing in and breathing out. Another 2. Nice deep breath in and breathe out. And the last one, nice deep breath in and breathe out. Okay, let's keep the bar behind you, or actually let's bring it in front just to get that movement going. We're going to take it behind the back. You're going to lift the one side and you're going to bring the arms behind you so palms are facing up. So you're rotating around. Nice and slowly, a nice big movement into that spiral. Open up and move it around. Good. And again, the range of movement can start off small, and as the body gets a little bit warmer, it will increase. Keep going. And 3, 2, let Let the body move with it. Let's change direction. Take the other side up and around. Breathe in as you open up. Breathe out as you round. Get that head moving with it. That way you'll activate the core. Focus on the breathing again. Nice big movement. Keep going. Let's do 3 more. And 2. Finish off in the front of the body. And I want you to bring your feet and your knees close together and just give the legs a nice release. Try to keep the knees together. Work right over the knees. Give those muscles, the quads, a nice release. And just a nice quick shearing movement up and down the thighs. Work right from the groin and up and down. Keep going. 8 more. 7. Keep the knees together. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And take a nice deep breath in. Reach up and lengthen, stretch, and let's roll down the spine again and just bounce there. Looking at your knees, so you're dropping your chin to your chest. Come down onto your left knee, and I want you to take your right knee to the side. Rotate your left foot so you're facing the right side. And we are going to take the bar in front, and you're going to take a nice deep breath in and reach up into that rotation and breathe out. Take a nice deep breath in, bounce there a few times and breathe out. Good. Breathe in, bounce and breathe out. 4, 4. And breathe out. And 5. And breathe out. And 6. And breathe out. 3 more. And breathe out. And 8. Breathe out. And 9. And breathe out. Let's do 1 more. This time I want you to take the palms and face them up and bring the bar down. And then I want you to bounce the arms up into that rotation and down again. Bounce up. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 more time. Bounce. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Come back to the center. Bring the foot slightly closer. And I just want you to massage over the calf. So give that calf a really nice release. Just the back of that leg. Now you're going to face the front. So rotate your left foot again and extend your right foot out to the side. We're going to bring the bar behind the shoulder blades. Hold on to the ends of the shoulder blades. Taking a nice deep breath in here, and you're rotating into that side bend and breathe out. Nice deep breath in. So I want you to think of breathing into that lateral side and breathing out as you come up. Again, focus on the nose breathing and breathe out. Let's do 4 and breathe out. 4, 5, and breathe out. And 6, and breathe out. And 7, and breathe out. Another 3, 8, and breathe out. And 9, each time you side bend, try to take it that little bit further. And the last one. Come back to center. Let's reach the arms up. Same thing. Make the movement bigger. Breathe into your lateral side and breathe out. Imagine you between 2 walls and you're keeping that movement nice and fluid, staying in that same line. 4, and come up, and 5, breathing out, and 6, breathing out, and 7, last 2, 8, and 9, and let's make it 10, and come back. So from here, we're going to rotate and lean forward, reach down, round your spine, and reach up. Let's come back to center. Rotate, reach and lengthen, and round, and breathe in and come up. And rotate, reach and lengthen, slide it up, lift it up, and rotate. Keep going. Rotate, reach and lengthen, round the spine, and come up. Rotate, reach and lengthen, come up, and rotate. Let's do another 2. Reach and lengthen, and come up. And let's just do one more. Rotate. I want you to stay with the bar on the side of the leg and just massage down from the hip. So that TFL, the start of the iliotibial band that runs down the leg, that little muscle there, massage around that area and release it, and nice and slowly over that lateral side of the leg. Let's reach the bar below the knee and massage down over the side of the calf, the side of the shin, and keep the toes facing forward. Feel a nice lateral stretch there into that lower back. Good, and let's come back to center. We're going to do the same thing to the other side. Extend, bring the bar behind your back onto your shoulder blades, and let's reach, breathing in and breathe out. And reach up and over and breathe out. Keep going for 3 and release, and 4 and release, for 5 and breathe out. Nice deep breath in and breathe out, and 7 and release, and 8 and 9 and 10. Good. Let's extend, make the movement bigger. Lift up and over, breathing in and out. For 3 and 4 and 5 and breathe in. For 7, breathing out, and 8 and 9. Let's finish in that lift position. Rotate, lean the body forward. Now round the spine. You should feel that nice stretch into the hamstrings. Rotate, reach, and uncurl. Breathe in and keep breathing in. Rotate, reach, and extend, and round, and center, and rotate, extend, and lift to center. Let's do one more. Reach, over, and coming up. Let's massage over the lateral side of the leg. Work right up into that hip, and nice and slowly over that ITB. Good, let's lengthen down into that, the side of the leg. Good. Relax the head, look down at the leg. Another 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good, let's take that foot, that right foot, and rotate it. Let's release into the calf and just massage over that calf area with a stick. So your palms are facing forward, so you can apply a nice amount of weight or pressure onto the back of that leg. Let's come up. We're going to bring the palms facing the body. Take the leg quite far away, so you're lengthening and stretching and not overextending that knee. Let's take a nice deep breath in and reach up and breathe out. You can lengthen that leg. A nice deep breath in and breathe out. For 3 and breathe out. And 4 and breathe out. And 5 and breathe out. And 6 and breathe out. For 7 and breathe out. 2 more. Let's change the position of the hands. Swing the stick down in line with that leg, and I want you to bounce. As you push the hips forward, the arms go back. So a nice spiral movement there, rotating. Let's take the bar down for 2, lift, 3, 4, 5, for 3, lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, just 1 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, good. Let's bring the knees back onto the mat. Both knees stay where you are. Extend the bar ahead of you. We're hinging from the knees, not the hips. So you want to work back into one plane. You'll feel the stretch into the front of the thighs and working those glutes. So you can bring the knees slightly closer together if you need to and lean back into it and lift. Take a nice deep breath in. Good. Breathe in and out. Think of firing the glutes with your breath to keep you nice and supported in the back and keeping you hinging from the knees and leaning back into it. Let's do another 4 and lift, and 3 and lift, 2 more and release, and the last one. Okay, from that position, I want you to balance on one leg, and I want you to round the upper body, and you're going to move that stick around. So you can rest that foot into the arch of the supporting foot, and I want you to round the upper body as much as you can. Rest the fingertips on the floor if you need to, and just rotate. Rotate that bar. Let's bounce it a little bit from side to side. Bounce it. So try balancing on that knee and bouncing the arms and the body around that supporting knee. Head down. You should feel the glutes activating and bounce around. Good. Let's lift the stick up off the mat and try continue doing the same movement, nice and slowly and controlled, and around. It's going to challenge your balance. That's what we're here to do, is strengthen that balance. Let's do the same thing to the other side. So resting the supporting foot, resting the arch of that lifted foot into the supporting foot. Let's start off head down to challenge those glutes and the bar on the mat or the floor, and just bounce it around. Bounce it around. Bounce, bounce, bounce it around. Stay in that position. And when you're ready, lift the bar up. Stay nice and rounded. Feel the glutes activating. And just move the bar around the leg. Good. Keep going. And come back to the center. Okay, we're going to do another 2 movements in this position. So I want you to extend the right leg again. Bring the bar behind the back. Hands onto the bar. From here, we're going to take the right shoulder, or your left shoulder, towards your right knee. Taking a nice deep breath in. I want you can slightly bend the knee. That'll give you a little bit more movement in the hips. And drop the shoulder. Look at your knee bring your forehead over the knee and breathe in. Open up. So keep going. Let's do 10. Breathe out. And a nice deep breath in for 2. Breathe out. Round. And breathe in. So you want to feel the stretch from that lower back into your left shoulder. Breathing out. And a nice deep breath in for 4. And 5. Nice deep breath in for 6. Breathe out. Breathe in. And 7. And a nice deep breath in for 8. Breathe out. And a nice deep breath in for 9. And a nice deep breath in. And 10. And a nice deep breath in. Reach the arms up and have a nice big stretch. Bring the knees back side by side. Open, open, open. And release. Let's do the same thing to the other side. Bring the bar back. Bend the knee slightly as you tuck. Breathing out. And a nice deep breath in and open. Keep going. Tuck. So you're slightly sitting back into it and then still tucking from the tailbone, rounding that spine, and breathe in as you open up. Stick your bum back, round the spine, breathe in and open up. Like someone's punching you in the belly. Stick the bum up, then you're punching in the belly and drop down. Breathe in and open up. Let's do another 5. Tuck and round. Nice deep breath in. And 4. And a nice deep breath in for 3. And a nice deep breath in. 2 more. And a nice deep breath in. Keep going. The last one. And a nice deep breath in. And let's reach and open up. Good. We're going to bring the bar down and move on to the peanut or the tennis balls. So come into a seated position. And you're going to position the ball on either side of the spine. So it's parallel to the shoulder blades. And you're going to sit on the peanut or the tennis balls and just massage over the glutes. This nice, slow movement over that area. And roll back and forth. Keep going. The clothes do have a tendency to get in the way, so just tuck them into your hands. Let's position the peanut now. It's now going to be parallel to the spine, just above the tailbone. And you're going to work, so one side is, well, they're actually both on the glutes, but you're rocking from side to side. And if you're ready, if the hips are not too tight, you can cross that ankle over the knee and just get a nice big range of movement there. If the hips are very tight, you can lengthen the leg out. Try and relax the foot on the floor or the mat. If you can, cross over, and let's hold it in that position and just bounce the knee out. Good. If you're in the extended position, you can do the same. Just rock a little bit from side to side. Here we're bouncing, but a little bit of movement into the peanut. We're going to go over and do the same thing to the other side. So just start that rocking motion. And when you're ready, cross the ankle over the knee and lift that hip as you push, as you rock the knee down towards the mat, opening up into the hip. Keep going for 3 and 2 and 1. Hold it there and bounce there. If you're here, just rock a little bit from side to side. Otherwise, we continue bouncing there. And release the peanut. We're going to roll down through the spine. And you're going to take a nice deep breath in here. Keep the peanut handy. Breathe out, tuck. And I want you to push the pelvis up to the ceiling. Position the peanut in line with the hip bones. So again, it's perpendicular to the spine. So you're going to be on the dimples on either side of the spine, in line with the hip bone. Bring your head into your hands, and let's breathe in an arch. We're opening up into the diaphragm. Breathe into the space you're creating. Now push into the peanut and breathe out. If it's very sore into the lower back, remove the peanut and you can continue the same movement. Take a nice deep breath in and breathe out. Again, a nice deep breath in and breathe out. Another 2 and breathe out. And another 1 and breathe out. Okay, we're going to keep moving in the same direction. So we're arching. This time you're going to bring your arm next to your body. So let's say the left arm next to the body, the right hand behind the head. As we breathe out, you're going to tuck and you're going to bring the shoulder towards the knee. So you're staying in that tuck position. You release the foot and the shoulder. Breathe in and arch. Keep going to the same side. Breathe out, tuck, come into your chest lift and bring the knee up. So make sure you're in that rounded position, pushing into the peanut. Release the foot. Breathe in and open up. Good. Let's breathe out and tuck. Lift up. So we want to try and not bring the elbow. We want to try bring the shoulder so we can get a little bit deeper into those obliques. And drop the shoulder. Release the foot. Breathe in and open up. Good. Breathe out, tuck. And let's rotate, lifting up and breathe. Hold it, then breathe in as the arm and the leg reach the mat. Once they've reached the mat, breathe out, tuck. Keep breathing out, lift up, chest lift, and shoulder to knee. Breathe in. Let's do another 2. Breathe out, tuck, and lift. Drop the foot and the shoulder. Now you breathe in, breathe out, hold it here and pulse for 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's drop down, repeat the same thing on the other side. Take a nice deep breath in. Left arm behind the head, left hand and the right knee and foot are going to lift up. Breathe out. Now lift. Drop. You're still breathing out. Now you breathe in. Breathe out. Tuck. And lift. Keep breathing out. Drop the foot. And open up. Nice deep breath in. Let's breathe out. And lift. Remember the shoulder, not just the elbow. Open up and get deeper into those obliques. Drop the foot. Keep going. And lift. And drop. And breathe in. Let's do another 3. Drop. And breathe in. And 2. And lift. And drop. And breathe in. Finish on this last one with a few bounces for 10, 9, shoulder, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the foot, drop the upper body. You can keep the hands behind the head if you want to, and just tuck and arch, and tuck and arch. Now if you'd like to, if it's quite sensitive under the lower back, you can replace your peanut with your fists and lifting up and opening up and tucking. Now we're lifting the knees and just bouncing the knees up and down, up and down. 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Hold it in the tuck, release one foot, release the other foot. Let's lift and push the pelvis up to the ceiling. Release the foot, release the tailbone. Have a nice big stretch and yawn. Good. Roll yourself up into a seated position. We're going to bring the peanut up into the middle of the back. So you're going to bring the feet back up, bending the knees. Let's lift the tailbone and position it. So here we're just focusing on opening up into the diaphragm. Hands behind the head again. And breathe in and out. So nice and slowly. Breathe in, pushing the lungs down and expanding the diaphragm. You're lifting slightly off the peanut. Now as you breathe out, push into the peanut. So you're releasing those muscles on either side of the spine as well. Let's breathe in and arch. And breathe out and tuck. Let's do another 4. And breathe out and tuck. And 3. And breathe out and tuck. And 2. And breathe out and tuck. And the last one. And breathe out and tuck. Let's push the tailbone up to the ceiling. Release the peanut. Hug your knees into your chest and just rocking forward and back. Just release that area. Come up into a seated position. Now we're going to position the peanut onto the rhomboids, between the rhomboids major and the rhomboids minor. So it might take you a little while to find that sweet spot. Let's bring the lower back down onto the mat and position the shoulder blades. So it needs to be just above the shoulder blades. Head into the hands. And if it's very sore, we can replace the peanut with a foam roller if you have a foam roller, so you're not pushing into those spots. But if it's not taking you into a painful place, try and focus more on your breathing. If you find it's taking your breath away because of the pain, then rather use a foam roller. Let's arch and tuck. So the movement is up and down on either side of the spine. Just a nice small range of movement, and breathe out. Another 2, and breathe out. And another 1. If you find this is as far as you can go, all you need to do here is focus on the breathing. Now what you can do is roll the mat and bring your head onto the mat. If you can, bring the head directly onto the mat. If you need some cushioning, roll the mat up or bring a cushion under the head. Now we're going to focus on using the arms, and I want you to keep that upper body open, and let's bounce the arms around. So the elbows come into the waist and move the arms up. So we're opening up something similar to a snow angel. Bounce the arms around, and you can slide them up and down on either side of you. Now bring the hands onto the shoulders and tuck. Bring the elbows in. Breathe in and open. And breathe in and open. If you need to bring the head into the hands, you can do so. Breathe in and open. Breathe out. Tuck. Breathe in and open. And breathe out. Bring the chin to the chest, pushing the lower back down into the mat. Scoop the elbows together. Breathe in and open. And breathe out. Nice big movement from the elbows. And breathe out. Let's hug the knees into the chest and rock yourself up. So that's a nice release for those rhomboids. Let's bring the peanut under the neck. So lower back down onto the mat. We worked with the stick onto the occiput ridge. That's exactly where we're going to place the peanut. For this one, or your tennis balls, you need to hold on to either side of the tennis balls or the peanut, so you can shear from side to side. So you are moving the head from side to side, not nodding it. Keep contact with the peanut or the tennis balls and shear from side to side. Shear from side to side. Keep going. And now you're coming back to the center, and I want you to take the tennis balls or the peanut and circle them. Just rotate them so they're moving around and massaging that part of the neck. You can move them down and start pushing them up, and make sure their head is nice and relaxed so you're not taking any strain in the neck. Rotate the peanut and shear in that little circular motion. Good. Let's release the peanut and have a nice big stretch. We're just going to finish off with the stick. You're going to bring the stick behind one knee and hold onto the stick. Palms are facing up. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. Relax and extend the supporting leg. As you breathe out, I want you to lift yourself up. Use your hands on the stick to lift yourself up. Breathe out. Take a nice deep breath in. And breathe out. Good. Let's lower down. Take a nice deep breath in. And breathe out. Let's do it again. And breathe out. Keep going. And breathe out. Another 3. And breathe out. And 2. And breathe out. The last one. And breathe out. Let's lower back down. Change legs. The same thing. A nice deep breath in. And breathe out. And lower down. And breathe out. For 3. And 4. And 5. Make sure the head is not taking any strain, or the neck is not taking any strain. Nod the head from side to side. Just loosen up in the neck. Another 3. And breathe in. 2 more. And breathe in. And the last one. And breathe in. Let's bring both knees behind onto the stick, and we're going to do the same thing. So you've got the option of sticking with one leg or the other leg, but if you can do both, let's add a nice extension with both legs. Lengthen, bend the knees, and roll back down. Lift yourself up into that extension and roll down. Lift it up and lengthen. If you're taking any strain in the lower back, focus on one leg at a time and lengthen, release, and roll back down. Let's just do another 2. Bend the knees and roll down. You're going to finish here. Hold it in that extended position, and I want you to drop and lift the lower back. Drop and lift the lower back. If you need to bend the knees, you can do so. Otherwise, tuck and breathe in and lift. For 3. And breathe in and lift. And 2. And breathe in and lift. And the last one. And breathe in and lift. Good. Bring the bar and extend into that. Keep the bar in the hands and extend the legs. Let's take a nice deep breath in and lift up. And I want you to reach. Bring the bar onto the toes or onto the padding on the ball of the foot. So just below the toes. Bounce the chest down to the thighs and pull the stick towards you so you can keep the palms facing up, and just increase that stretch up the back line of the body. Just bounce into that. And let's breathe in. And reach, 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 reach. Open up and lengthen forward. Change the position of the hands if you want to, and bounce. As soon as you need to breathe in, slowly uncurl and take a nice deep breath in. And reach forward. One more time, bounce. Change the hand position if you want to. And releasing the bar. Let's roll back down through the spine. Reach yourself into a nice open position. Bring the arms next to the body. And let's just thrust the pelvis up. Getting a nice stretch into the front of the hips. Link your fingers. Tuck one shoulder and the other shoulder. And push the pelvis up to the ceiling. Let's push the ball of the foot into the mat. Bring the toes and the feet closer to the tailbone and push pelvis up. And just focus on your breathing. Another 2. And another 1. Roll back down through the spine and tuck the shoulders. Release the feet. Hug the knees into the chest. Nod the head from side to side. Release any tension. Rock yourself forward and back. And come into a seated position. Let's take one last deep breath in. And reach up. And release. Thank you very much for joining me. Please make sure you drink a lot of water. The fascial tissue is like a sponge, so when we hydrate it, we should feed it with some water. Just keep it moist, and obviously water is good to help release any toxins in the body. So make sure you're drinking plenty of water.